all I want to do is welcome all of you who've come along tonight, particularly your partners who've come along, and I think it's really good. It's a good reflection of our shed that so many of your partners have come along tonight to join in. It was quite interesting. Recently I had a question from Borough of Thor concerning a grant application we put in that asked whether ladies were welcome. We need a photo to send them tonight. And I did tell them they were, and they were quite happy, I hope, with the response I gave them. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that we'll have a wonderful Christmas present eventually, when the council make up their mind about it. So that's welcome, everybody. I'd like to thank Ross, and I'm going to forget everybody's names, Chris, Rob, and Terry, and Alan, who've all sorted out various bits and pieces of tonight. I think the table setup they've set up for us is wonderful. I think the name cards with what we'd forgotten we'd ordered was brilliant, and I think that really set the evening off to a good start. Dave for his quiz. We're getting used to his quizzes now. They always seem simple, and we always end up 14. I don't understand it. So that's good. So thanks to everybody who's worked hard to make the evening the success it already is, as far as I'm concerned. I'm a bit in trepidation of what happens next, other than eating, of course. But we'll find out, and we'll enjoy it just the same. I'll wait till later in the evening to thank Sally and her partner for the work they're doing in preparing the food, because they're not able to listen at the moment, they're too busy. So just enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening. Thank you for coming along, and we look forward to another successful year in Paul's Men's Shed. Thank you.
Count us in there, Chris.
Go.
Take it away, Chris.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
We're doing it again.
Ready? Go.
Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah!
3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5. Ready? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this time we'll do all left hands, then all right hands. So left hands. Yeah, left hand, I've done my left hand. Okay, start again. Okay, hands up.
Left hand.
Right, left hands. Left hand, right hands.
Oh,
Now that's called Queens.
what's it called?
So it's Queens. Welcome to the 2017 Men's Sheds Awards for pool men's sheds. I've been doing quite a bit of work recently, going around, lots of people asking for advice on who should be put forward for different awards. It's been very underhand and very surreptitious, and you may not have noticed me asking you questions about who should have the awards and how the voting should go. The truth is, I haven't asked anybody, and I haven't made any this is all down to me. Anything that is wrong, then it's my fault. So I've been looking at people who I think deserve awards, who've done things for men's sheds, and should be recognised for one reason or another. So I've got here, I did have a set of notes, but I think somebody's taken them. I think Stan's got them actually. So I'm going to pick them up one at a time, look at what they are, and then tell you something about them. So the first one I'm going to pick up here, this one here. This is the Fanny Craddock Award. Fanny and Johnny Craddock. You remember them, 1950s on TV, Fanny Craddock? Those of you who... Oh, could I also just say, actually, that when you get your award, if you wouldn't mind opening it and showing everybody what you've got for your award. It will not embarrass you, but it might embarrass you, but it'll make us all laugh. So, you'll get your award. This is the Fanny Craddock Award, and I'm not going to remind you of the Fanny Craddock and Johnny Craddock joke of 1950s, which was obscene, and would lower the tone of this meeting. But if you want to know it, Nita, I'll tell you in the shed afterwards. Okay, so the first one. On the sheds, when we have our Wednesday sheds, we all have a very good day. And we all try and be healthy, we eat healthily, we have nice biscuits. But at about 11:30 there's a nice smell wafting across the shed. What it happens to be, it's always the same thing. It's always sausage rolls from Iceland. And we love them. So, the first award goes to the Fanny Craddock Prize for Calorie Control, Stan. Show what you got.
Right. If there's money in it, what's your
These are originals and are priceless.
priceless?
They are original. They are original. When we want to try and do things in the shed, it's very difficult to get hold of things. Do we want a bit of sellotape? We haven't got any. Oh, right, okay. There's my crib notes, forget those.
Sorry.
So we want some sellotape, we want some glue tape, we want all sorts of things. Can we have some chairs? And we can never find. We're a group of men, we are pretty useless. There is one person in here who always helps us out. Do you remember the advert, I can't remember, it's a company who say, yes sir, what's the question? No matter what the question was, they would always say, yes, we can help you out. So the award this time is the Office Party Award. Actually, it's the Office Party Bravery Award.
Yeah.
Guess who it goes to? Alison!
True.
I tried to do it.
However, I have to say that actually I can do most of the things around here without your help. Mr. Happy at the office party.
Thank you.
Must go on the way.
Now, all of us here, because of our age, we are all over 60. We all have bus passes. All of us have bus passes. Nobody doesn't have a bus pass in this room. None of us. None of us have a bus pass. We're all, you're entitled to a bus pass. So, bus pass people.
Bus pass.
The one person who's going to get the bus pass award is the person in this group who helps us old fogies out with our IT. How do you print something? How do you find your emails? What can you do to do this? Can you come and help me with that? The one person who hasn't got a bus pass is Chris Flynn.
Too bloody young. What can it be, I wonder?
Not old enough to borrow a bus pass.
DIY actually can't get bus passes.
Somebody's got their IT.
Well, that looks great, isn't it? Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much.
That was Eric who did
That
that.
was me.
That was you in your 30s.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll take the bus off. Keep it work.
There is one person in our group who knows everything about agriculture. If you want to go anywhere at all, any group at all, want to know there's a special show about farming, about dairy farming, anything at all, there is just one person. Recently, went to a group and there was the it was the Blue Vinny cheese. What was it called? The Oaks, wasn't it? We went to the Oaks. And this particular person knew everything about Blue Vinny cheese. He went to the person at the store who was selling it and gave them all the information about Blue Vinny cheese. She was very impressed. She said, what a wonderful man this is. How clever, how does he know so much about Blue Vinny cheese? Would you like to buy some, she said. The Blue Vinny Prize for Agriculture, Rob!
How much?
You're all Rob. Throw it up.
Come back years.
Take your time, Rob.
Not Axel. Don't they? Like wrist.
Do you want somebody to help you with practical things? Do you want help with papering, with painting? Do you want the room the house next door, the bungalow next door decorating? Yes. When I was in the 1950s, we got our television. Have you got my script? When I was in the 1950s and I got my TV, my dad used to watch religiously Barry Bucknell. Barry Bucknell was a god. Well, we've got a Barry Bucknell in men's sheds. Guess who it is? It's Terry! Open up.
Thank you very much.
It's an original. It's an original, unread. Pristine condition. There's no selling on eBay.
Thank you very much. Is it yourself like
There is one person in this room who knows us all. They know our bank details, they know where we live. Somehow they manage to get money out of us. They're never aggressive, they're never rude, but they always get money out of us. This is a special prize for accountancy. It's the Vladimir Putin Prize for creative accountancy. Guess who it goes to? Eric! Can you open it for him? Or I'll take his picture.
You take my picture, I'm not in mention. Right.
Taking the photo.
There we are, darling. Holiday fun.
So hold it up.
I'll be off tomorrow.
Eric, send it to Chris. Holiday fun.
Thank you.
I'm off with my bus pass there.
Goes to somebody who understands counsellors. He understands counsellors. He knows when they're lying. He knows when they're fibbing. He knows when they're telling half-truths. But somehow I managed to get on with them. He knows all about porter cabins. He knows about sites. He understands people who will sell things to them at a reasonable price. This prize is going to be awarded to, well actually it's for the porter cabin prize, and it goes to Ian. We're getting close to the end. Those who haven't got a prize yet, be afraid. Be very afraid. Thank you very much. Well, what sellotape on that, sorry.
More sellotape.
Well, screwdriver here.
No, scissors. They're in the shopping bag.
I need Barry Bucknell. Yeah.
Today will be good.
It's the shed key ring. Oh, I love my shed.
That's brilliant.
Thanks very much. There's a whisper down the line at 11:39. I'm having to read this. When the night train's about to depart, saying, "Skimble, where has he gone? Where's Skimble? Is he hunting for the thimble?" Now that comes from T.S. Eliot, Skimble Shanks, the railway cat. Now, of course, a lot of our members here take part in Pools Bench Sheds, driving that little engine that's extremely safely around the circuit. Our next man isn't so much a Skimble Shanks who looks after the railway, who looks after the porters, looks after the drivers. Not a Skimble Shanks. He's more of a Casey Jones. He avoids the accidents, makes sure nothing happens. He drives round, he can stop that engine without using the brakes. Amazing. He can get round corners without the carriages coming off. He's unbelievable. This prize is for the Casey Jones engine driving, and of course it's to Chris H. Slow down, slow down.
Hey there. At least it's an easy one to open.
Yes.
The Montparnasse in 1920. Well done, congratulations.
I fixed everything.
We have all suffered. We have all suffered terribly. We have all been embarrassed. We have all been shown up our lack of knowledge, our ignorance. It's been shown up today. Because every Wednesday at 11:30 people try to leave. They try to get out. I haven't got a pound, I'm very sorry, I can't stay for the quiz, I've got to go. We have in our midst now the Magnus Magnusson of men's sheds. Guess who it is? It's Dave!
Thank you, Rob. Smile, Dave.
It's an original, it's genuine.
Oh, wow.
Those of you who have grandchildren will have read Stickman. Stickman, 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 it's me. And Stickman has all sorts of things thrown at him. He has problems through his life. He leaves his family, he's pushed away from his family. Things come across him and he finds it difficult to overcome them. But every problem that comes to Stickman, he solves the problem, overcomes them all. This isn't Stickman, this is the Shedman Prize. The Shedman Prize. Shedman, oh Shedman, oh Shedman, it's me. And it goes through all the things that he's done. Now, Shedman, when he eventually gets through all his problems throughout the year, when he gets back to his family again, he's back to his family in the tree, and they say, Shedman, oh Shedman, wait, Stickman, Shedman, oh Shedman, you wonderful friend, Shedman, thanks a million, thanks without end. Who could that be? There is only one person we have to thank, it's Alan. Yeah! The Shed Prize. Well done.
We are a team.
Thank you very much. Sure, needs to read it. He's got to read it. One needs his shed to clear his head and to think about what she said. The rest of you have gone off very lightly.